The synastry aspect of a Venus-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn is a powerful and complex one, bringing intense and transformative energy to a relationship. This combination of the planet of love, Venus, the planet of power and transformation, Pluto, and the sign of ambition, structure, and tradition, Capricorn, creates a dynamic with specific behavioral patterns, potential differences, and deep-seated expectations. Behavior: the drive for control and deep connection. The core behavior in a relationship with this synastry aspect is an intense, magnetic, and often obsessive attraction. This is not a light or casual connection, it feels fated and all-consuming. Intensity and obsession: the initial attraction can feel overwhelming, bordering on obsession. The partners may feel like they see into each other's souls, and a desire for profound emotional and sexual intimacy is a driving force. This can lead to a push-pull dynamic, where one partner's need for closeness can be so intense that it feels like a power struggle or even a threat to the other's independence. Power dynamics: the Pluto person, the one whose Pluto is in conjunction, may feel a need to control or possess the Venus person, and the Venus person may feel a subconscious pull to be completely devoted, sometimes to the point of being submissive. This dynamic can be a source of both intense bonding and significant conflict, with the potential for emotional manipulation, jealousy, and possessiveness. Capricorn's influence: the presence of Capricorn adds a layer of seriousness and commitment to this intense dynamic. Unlike a more erratic Pluto-Venus aspect, the Capricorn influence seeks to solidify and structure the relationship. This can manifest as a deep desire for loyalty, a formal commitment like marriage, or a joint focus on building a stable and respected life together. The partners are not just passionate lovers, they are builders of a shared empire, whether it's a family, a business, or a social standing. Differences and challenges. The transformative nature of this aspect inevitably brings differences to the surface, especially when the shadow side of Pluto is activated. Venus versus Pluto: the Venus person may be primarily focused on harmony, beauty, and the traditional values of love and partnership. The Pluto person, however, is driven by a more primal and raw desire for deep truth and transformation. This can create a conflict where the Venus person's desire for peace and stability is challenged by the Pluto person's need to unearth hidden issues and face psychological wounds. Security versus change: the Capricorn-influenced Venus desires a secure, long-lasting structure. However, Pluto's role is to tear down what is no longer serving a higher purpose. This can lead to periods of profound crisis or betrayal, where the sacred wound of each partner is exposed. The relationship may experience cycles of death and rebirth, which can be deeply unsettling for the Venus person who values stability. Material versus psychological: Venus in Capricorn is often concerned with material and social success, reputation, and the physical manifestations of a relationship, a nice home, a good job, social standing. The Pluto person, however, is more concerned with psychological depth and the raw, unadulterated truth of the connection. This can lead to a clash of priorities, where one partner's focus on appearances may feel superficial to the other. Expectations. The expectations within a Venus-Pluto in Capricorn synastry are elevated and deeply meaningful, often unconsciously. Total commitment: both partners expect an unparalleled level of loyalty and commitment. The relationship is seen as a serious, life-altering bond, not a temporary fling. The Venus person expects to be the one and only, while the Pluto person expects to have a connection that is utterly transformative and unbreakable. Psychological and emotional depth: the Pluto person, in particular, expects the relationship to be a crucible for personal and mutual transformation. They anticipate that the connection will force them to confront their deepest fears, insecurities, and buried desires. They expect a partner who is willing to go into the depths with them, not someone who shies away from difficult emotions. Building a legacy: the Capricorn influence on this conjunction creates an expectation of building a lasting structure. The partners expect to be co-creators of something enduring, whether it's a family, a business, or a shared legacy. The relationship is viewed not just as a source of personal happiness, but as a project to be built and maintained with a long-term vision. In summary, the Venus conjunction Pluto in Capricorn Synastry is a profound and challenging combination. It offers the potential for a rare and powerful love that can lead to immense personal and relational growth, but it requires both partners to be willing to face their darkest fears, let go of control, and embrace radical transformation.